Hey y'all, welcome to the very first episode of Girl, Why You Still Single? It's your host, Dion McCoy, and I just want to take a couple seconds out to say thank you to everyone who has went over to my YouTube channel to hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all of my Facebook followers who have taken the time to like, share, love, and comment on my posts. So yeah, kudos to all of you for being such great supporters thus far. So let's just jump right into the first episode, y'all. So it's called Make Peace with Your Broken Pieces. At one point in my life, I wanted to live a certain lifestyle that did not necessarily line up with God's plan for my life. So I had everything planned out to what age I was going to have a baby, what age I was going to get married, where I was going to live, what type of car I was going to drive, all the way down to what type of house I wanted to live in. And God came to me one day and was like, hold on, baby girl, pump your brakes. So if you were to ask me maybe 6 years ago, maybe not even 6 years ago, 6 months ago, where I thought I would be today, totally does not line up to where I am. So I'm a firm believer that God has a divine purpose for everyone's life, including my own. So over the past year or so, I felt like I have been going through a true stage of transition. And if you have been following me on social media, I'm pretty sure you have noticed my social media posts, where on Sundays I post a picture, and I normally post like some type of words or encouragement, or I post some type of motivational message, or sometimes I'm like really open and transparent with some of the things that I'm going through in my personal life. Being able to be so transparent with you all, I felt like I was able to walk directly into my purpose. Now, at one point, I thought in order for me to find my purpose, like there was like a certain process that I needed to take. So I went out and I brought different books, y'all. I started talking to different people. I was all up and through YouTube, looking at different pastors and their sermons. And I was trying to figure out, God, why I'm not healing? Why am I not growing? Not realizing that I was looking for my purpose through all the wrong channels. And God had everything lined up directly in front of me. So not until one day, I was literally in my room on my knees, begging, crying out to God, asking God to heal me from my pain, heal me from my brokenness. And from that point, God told me to get into a space of stillness. And once I got into that place of stillness, I was able to really and truly start connecting with God. So during this time, I brought me a new nice Bible, because I'm about to be real intentional about coming home from work, getting into my word, and really like trying to learn or really get to know who my God was. So in all actuality, God had a whole different type of plan for me. He wanted me to figure out who I was. So as I read and continued to read, he started revealing to myself who I was. And I did not like what I seen, y'all. He was so brutally honest with me to the point where I was like, who are you talking to, God? Because that girl ain't me. So, y'all, we have two type of friends. One of those friends who will be nice to you and kind of like sugarcoat how they deliver what they really want to tell you. And then we have some of those girlfriends who be like, girl, I'm going to tell you blood raw. Like, this is you. This is what you need to do. And sometimes when they giving it to us blood honest, like we don't necessarily accept it in the right context. Well, God was that friend who was being brutally honest to me. And at that point, I had no choice but to change. So I feel like God brought me to this very moment, allowing me to use my platform to speak to other single Christians on how to start really living intentionally to prepare ourselves for what He has for us. So I went through I feel like I wasted a lot of years of my life doing what I wanted to do, not realizing that it wasn't about me. It was always about God. So now, when I'm asked the question, or when I'm able to look at myself through the mirror, I see myself totally different. I see myself as someone who has allowed God to use them to help uplift other people. I am more confident. I don't hide my insecurities anymore. So I have some homework assignments for you guys. So the very first homework assignment I have is, I want you to ask yourself this question: who am I? And let's be very intentional about answering this question. Don't just jot down your name. I want you to be really detailed about how you present yourself to other people, maybe, or who your kids may think you are, how you show up for the people around you, how you show up at your job, how do you present yourself to the world? And then for all of the single women or single people out there, your question, well, actually you have two questions. You have the first question, and then you also have this question: would I marry me? Would you marry yourself at this very particular moment? Now, if you say yes, or better yet, if you say no to this question, then you have some work to do. So until next time, guys, let's be intentional about living in our singleness.